Driving a manual car feels amazing. You're in full control, shifting gears and really connecting with the road. But here's the problem. Most drivers are silently destroying their manual transmission without even realizing it. And once that gearbox or clutch is gone, repairs can easily cost $2,000 to $5,000. That's why today, we're breaking down the 20 things you should never do in a manual car. Habits that kill your clutch, ruin your gearbox, and leave you stranded with a massive bill. And hey, before we dive in, I want to make a small personal request. Creating these videos takes a lot of time and effort, and every subscription directly helps me continue paying my college fees while bringing you free, money-saving car tips. So if you want to support Gear Specs and protect your own car, please hit that subscribe button. Alright, let's get into it. Number 1. Resting your hand on the gear stick. It might look harmless, but resting your hand on the shifter puts pressure on the gearbox components, wearing them down over time. Number 2. Riding the clutch. Keeping your foot halfway on the clutch is one of the fastest ways to burn it out. So launching too hard, dumping the clutch to take off fast feels fun, but honestly, it destroys your clutch plate and gearbox. Using the wrong gear at low speed is another big one. Driving too slow in a high gear makes the engine struggle and yeah, it damages the bearings. And, hey, resting your foot on the clutch pedal, even a light touch, keeps the clutch partially engaged, which creates unnecessary wear. Skipping gears too aggressively is a problem a lot of us have probably done at some point. Sure, you can go from 5th to 2nd, but doing it harshly creates massive stress on your transmission. Holding the clutch at red lights is another habit to watch out for. Sitting on the clutch instead of shifting to neutral puts constant strain on the release bearing. Riding the brakes on a hill instead of using the handbrake is something that can easily overheat your clutch when you balance the car on a slope. Always use your handbrake. Number 9. Downshifting without rev matching. If you drop gears without matching RPM, you're actually slamming your gearbox every single time. Number 10. Resting the car in gear when parked. Leaving the car in gear without the handbrake can damage components over time. You should really use both. Number 11. Drag racing starts. Manual transmissions weren't really designed for constant drag starts. If you do it often, you'll burn through clutches in just a few months. Over-revving before shifting is a common mistake, you know. Taking the tachometer deep into the red line before shifting creates long-term engine stress. It's something a lot of us do without thinking, but it really does add up over time. Lugging the engine is another issue. Driving at low RPM in high gear makes your car vibrate, and honestly, it kills bearings over time. It's one of those things that just slowly wears your engine down. Slamming the clutch pedal is something I've seen a lot. Some people just stomp on the clutch, but that shock force actually ruins hydraulic systems and linkages. It's a bad habit that can lead to expensive repairs for sure. So, riding the clutch in traffic, yeah, that constant stop and go with bad clutch control is honestly why city drivers end up replacing their clutches way faster than they should. Resting on the hill with clutch control only. Again, you really should use the handbrake. Otherwise, you're just baking your clutch, and that's never a good thing. Trying to double clutch without proper technique? Well, that just stresses your synchros, and trust me, that's not what you want. Alright, so mistake number 18 is treating the gearbox like an automatic. You know, manuals aren't really meant to crawl in first gear like autos. Doing this can actually overheat the clutch, and that's definitely something you want to avoid. Moving on to mistake number 19, launching in second gear. Some folks think it saves time, but in reality, it just destroys clutch plates faster. So, yeah, it's not really the best idea. So mistake number 20 is ignoring strange noises or smells. If your clutch smells burnt or your gearbox grinds, don't just brush it off. That little issue could become a $3,000 repair tomorrow. See, driving a manual car is really all about skill. But honestly, one bad habit repeated every day can end up costing you thousands. By avoiding these 20 mistakes, your manual will last for years, and hey, your wallet will thank you. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to Gear Specs. Every subscriber not only helps me keep making videos but also directly helps me continue paying my college fees while giving you free money-saving car tips every week. And if you thought these manual car mistakes were shocking, wait until you see our video on the 9 common habits that are destroying your manual car without you knowing. That one goes even deeper into bad driving habits. Click here.